Nwaneri, 18 years of age, a serious talent. I'm in the Universal car park. I've just watched the majority of the Arsenal game. We've already done a Chelsea match reaction. Bukayo Saka, every single time people try to discredit this guy or try to hate on him, he comes out with some world-class performances. And today, a goal and an assist. He was absolutely exceptional. Arsenal go into this game, no Ben White, on the back of poor form. On the back of, let's be honest, probably should have beat Chelsea, right? A draw against Liverpool. People saying their title hopes are diminishing by the day. And they go out there knowing that Manchester City and Liverpool are playing after them. And they put 3 goals past the Nottingham Forest side that have been very, very good this season. And I think Arsenal are not out of this title race by any stretch of the imagination. Today, a hell of a lot of pressure on them. You know, you're 8 or 9 points behind Liverpool. You're 5 points behind Manchester City. And you go out there at home. The Emirates crowd was very loud. Arteta, very emotional on the sidelines as well. Bukayo Saka, absolutely, I don't care what anyone says. This guy is world class. And we need to start putting him in the same sort of conversations as the Mohamed Salahs and the Vinny Juniors of the world in terms of a wide player. Because his numbers are absolutely exceptional now. They are genuinely a joke. Both scoring goals and assisting goals. They went with a 4-3-3 lineup today. Of course, Timber at right back, no Ben White. A centre-back pairing of Gabriel and Saliba and Calafiori, who I thought was really good. David Raya in goal. Odegaard, Jorginho and Merino. Saka, Jesus and Trossard. So no Kai Havertz, no Declan Rice. You know, they've got a big game midweek against Sporting Lisbon. The same Sporting Lisbon that just went out there and pumped Manchester City by 4 goals. You know, Victor Gyökeres on absolute fire right now. He scored a couple of goals last night as well in Liga Portugal. But, you know, this Arsenal team, hell of a lot of pressure on them, and they managed to get the job done. You know, only Mohamed Salah has been involved in more goal contributions and involved in more goals this season than Bukayo Saka. And he obviously got Arsenal off the mark. And I thought, going into this, it's going to be a tight game. We know how strong we know how strong Nottingham Forest can be on the counter-attack. You know, Callum Hudson-Odoi, you know, Ryan Yates, an absolute menace that he is. You know, Chris Wood in goal-scoring form of his life. And, of course, you've got Elanga, who's got some good pace. But they went with that formation. They went with those players. And Bukayo Saka gets them off the mark. And when you talk about pressured games, you know, can be unlocked in a moment of magic. And that is exactly what Bukayo Saka did. You know, it's a moment of magic from him. It really is. Nottingham Forest will, of course, feel a little bit hard done by. But Bukayo Saka puts it away, makes it 1-0 to Arsenal. And I don't want to be harsh on Forest because I think they've been good this season. But I thought there was only going to be one winner today. I thought there was only going to be, you know, an Arsenal performance. And I thought they'd win the game. You know, bit of rain, bit of a shitty afternoon, to be honest with you. But they go 1-0 at half-time. Thomas Partey does what Thomas Partey does best. A bullet, a really, really good strike. Makes it 2-0. Takes all of the pressure off of Arsenal now. They're in absolute cruise control. They're 2-0 up. Bukayo Saka assist. And, you know, they make it 2-0. And then Nwaneri. This kid, I'm telling you lot now, right? This kid is just, like, I absolutely love Mikey Moore. I think Mikey Moore is going to be one of the best talents coming out of Tottenham. But Nwaneri, mate. The guy is an absolute joke. He is a joke. A serious, serious talent. And he makes it 3-0. You know, right at the end. What was it? 85th, 86th, 84th minute, something like that. Arsenal win the game 3-0. In terms of the match stats, I think David Raya only had to make I don't even think he had to make a save, actually. Obviously, their goalkeeper, Souls, is very busy. Match stats, I think Arsenal had close to 20 shots, 7 or 8 on target. I don't think Raya had to make... I don't remember him making a save. I know he claimed a few crosses, but I don't think he made the save all game. I think possession stats were heavily in Arsenal's favour, probably 65, 70%. But look, it's 3 points, and that is all that Arsenal need. All that Arsenal wanted was 3 points today. And they got it. And it was a really, really good team performance. Nwaneri off the bench with a goal. Bukayo Saka, what's he got now? I think he's got double digits for assists and not far off double digits this season for goals. You know, only Mohamed Salah, who's got 20 GA this season, has done better. And of course, you know, Spurs, we play Manchester City very, very shortly. And I do think if Man City get a lose or a draw, which it wouldn't surprise me if Tottenham go there and get the right result, because that's what we do best. Lose to Crystal Palace, beat City. Lose to Ipswich, beat City. It would not surprise me for 1 minute if we go out there and get the right result against City. And I don't think Arsenal are out this title race. I said this at the beginning of the video. I don't think they are. I think Liverpool at the moment are the team to beat. I think they're the best team in Europe and in the Premier League, and they're proving that by being top of the table in the Premier League and in the Champions League. But Arsenal, considering they've had countless red cards, considering they've had, you know, they've played Newcastle away, Chelsea away, they've played Liverpool at home, they've played Spurs away, and they've played City away. To currently be, you know, only behind Chelsea, I think, on goal difference, look, who are currently sitting in third. I think they're only 2 goals behind, and they're only, you know, a couple of points behind Manchester City. You got to remember that Arsenal have still got to play City, and they've still got to play Liverpool one more time. And they've got a lot of easy fixtures between now and Christmas in terms of their league form. Like, I'll go through it right now just to give you guys some context. But so Arsenal have, you know, they've just beat Forest. Next week, they've got West Ham away. West Ham at the moment are in the absolute pits. If Arsenal get a decent result in Europe this week coming up, that will put them right back into kind of the top 12 teams. And I think they go on and beat West Ham. And the way Bukayo Saka is playing right now, he is firing on all cylinders. Looks really, really, really fucking good. Like, I'm not going to lie, he looks really, really good. And they bounce back, Arsenal. And that's exactly what they needed to do, you know. Defensively, again, another clean sheet. That's clean sheets. What's that? 5 clean sheets in the Premier League this season against what? Spurs, Villa. Really strong defensive display against Manchester City. A clean sheet against Forest. They do need to, in some of the bigger games this season, maybe show a little bit more grit and a little bit more determination. And I said this earlier in my Chelsea match reaction. I feel the same with them. But Arsenal are not out of this title race. They've bounced back. Bukayo Saka really, really good. Even Nwaneri, you know, the guy's 18 years of age. Like, I don't think people understand. He's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know, what's he got? He's got 3 goals in the League Cup this season and 1 goal in the Premier League. He doesn't get a huge amount of minutes. He only gets a handful here or there. But he does look a top player. And I think if Arsenal can give him more game time, you know, of course, Martin Odegaard, the guy in front of him, one of the best playmakers in the world. It's hard, but I do think they can give him a bit more game time. I think overall, Arsenal, you know, I still think they're going to have a good season. I don't think they'll win. I don't know. If they have a good January, they may go on and do something spectacular. If they're bringing a Victor Gyökeres or an Alexander Isak, they may go on and win the league. I don't know. But right now, I think Liverpool are the team to beat. And Arsenal have just got to keep doing what they're doing. Keep winning games. Keep building momentum. Go and beat Sporting midweek. Go and beat West Ham next weekend. And then kind of see where you're at in 2 or 3 games' time. Of course, Liverpool play City next weekend. If they draw that game and Arsenal go and beat West Ham, you make 2 points up on Liverpool. And who knows, City at the moment have lost 4 in the bounce. I think Arsenal can fancy their chances right now to finish above them because they are in the absolute gutter right now in terms of their form. They've lost to Brighton, they've lost to Sporting, they've lost to Spurs. They don't look like a team right now that are going to win league titles. And I guess you could say that about Arsenal, but I do think this Arsenal team have shown resilience, that they are prepared to push to the very, very end. And today they went out there against a tough opposition, Nottingham Forest. They got the job done. But you can only beat what's in front of you at the end of the day. And they got the job done. And Bukayo Saka once again just proving to everyone that he's a world-class talent. But look, I'll see you all soon. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. I am out.